Career Center presents Alumni Talk Season 3, where we showcase the power of resilience, innovation, and transformation.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Alumni Talks. I'm your host, Uni Marie Bonane, and today we have a very special guest who has achieved great success in her career. Please help me welcome Dr. Jinky M. Arnejo. Hello, Doc. How are you today? Welcome to Alumni Talks.
I'm great. Thank you for having me here in the Alumni Talks.
And do you want to say hello to our viewers tonight?
Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm so honored to be invited here in the Alumni Talks of the USTP Career Center. It's an honor, really. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us today, Dr. Jinky. And we're excited to learn from your experiences and insights. To start our conversation, could you share your career journey with us, highlighting key milestones that led you to your current position?
It was indeed a long and winding journey for me as a teacher. After my graduation, I immediately applied for a teaching position in a private school while waiting for my license. And that after 2 years, I applied in the public schools in the Department of Education. It was indeed a very competitive journey. And yet, now I am in the 13 years experience as a teacher. And with that, I think I have done really my best to become an outstanding teacher. And because of that, I was awarded with the most outstanding teacher by the Metro Bank. And another award also was given to me by the most outstanding public school teacher by the Rotary Club. However, the preparation was really very stringent. After my graduation in the taking up my Bachelor of Industrial Education, I proceeded to taking up master's degree right after my graduation. Walang pahinga. Wow. And so, along the way, when I finished my degree, given the situation that I need really to handle learners with learning disabilities and with my own daughter having special needs, I proceeded to taking up diploma in special education here in the university. And so with that, despite the preparations, balancing career, balancing the needs of the family, as well as my professional growth, I still managed to pursue a leadership position, and that is why I was able to get an administratorship position. For 6 years, I also was a school principal, and after that, I proceeded to applying for a supervisory position, and that now I am a public schools district supervisor.
Wow, 13 years of teaching.
Plus 6 years of school leadership, and now around 7 years as a public schools district supervisor.
And also sped teacher.
Yeah, for 5 years.
Yeah. Murag ing-ana yun siya, Dok, no? Pag kanang in-relate na sa family, no? Na we really have to study para masabtan na to sila more.
Yeah.
So throughout your career, Doc, you've undoubtedly encountered various challenges and obstacles, a lot, I know. And can you share also your examples of challenges you faced in your career and how you overcame them?
As a teacher, I was assigned as a special education teacher despite the absence of preparation. I was not a SPED teacher yet. Should I say, I only majored home economics and livelihood education, and yet I was given this set of learners, around 35 of them, who cannot even read, with ages ranging from 13 and up. And so given their ages, and they are still in grade 3 level, it was really very tough. And so I pursued the diploma in special education to equip me with the needed skills and competence. And when I was also promoted as a school head, the most challenging part there was when Cagayan de Oro was hit by disaster, by a very strong disaster, the typhoon, Sendong.
The Sendong, yes.
And that I was forced to manage the biggest evacuation center. It was in City Central School. I
Yes.
was then the assistant principal, and our principal was missing by that time. And I was forced to manage the very big evacuation center, given the meager resources of the school, and yet if you're just going to perform the duties of a school head, it would be easy for me to do the administrative functions, the financial aspect of the school, but without preparation, as a disaster preparedness preparation, that's too hard, and I was really forced to do it. And luckily, with the support of a lot of people also, I was able to make it, to capture the evacuees during that time. And when I became a public schools district supervisor, I had encountered a lot of administrative cases against me. That was because they questioned my qualification. And there were about 20 cases against me, and all of these were really dismissed. Even criminal cases without any basis, administrative cases without basis, I actually answered them personally. I did not even hire a lawyer to answer for me. And so I just took the opportunity to learn also how to handle these cases. And so now, luckily, I'm free of these cases already because all of these are already dismissed.
Pa? I mean, like, I am also a teacher, Doc, and then it's really kanang challenging, no? Especially if passion nimo nga ang imong students na agi ma-learn as a teacher, no? And going back sa Sendong, it was kanang first time, di ba?
Yeah,
first time. And then wala gi mas okay pa nga naay mga emergency sa teaching kaysa kanang mga
we can
kanang
manage
life
that.
relating or lisod siya. But
Right straight to my face, there was one pregnant woman who ruptured her water bag in front of
oh
me.
my God.
And she was brought to the hospital, leaving the blood in front of me. And actually, the baby died.
Ay, oh, so sad, no? Lagi. No, well, that is very inspiring, Doc. And in terms of career advancement, what strategies did you employ to propel your career forward and seize growth opportunities within your organizations?
I never stopped learning. Even if I already got the promotion, I never stopped learning. I continue to study. Even after my master's degree, I took up diploma in special education. I took up a lot of short courses, even to the point of going to TESDA for a barista course, just to equip myself with other skills. And I keep myself connected with people. I always build connections, especially those people who can help me grow professionally. And of course, I equip myself also with technology. So lucky that I am one of the pioneers in the MSTCM here in this in this university. And sad to say that I was not able to use the course MSTCM because the degree was not under the table of equivalence of the Department of Education, which means I cannot be promoted by that course, which is really very disappointing. And so, despite that, I pursue. So, never give up, despite the challenges, hoping that career will help me push through to another position, but yet, I continued. I shifted to Master of Arts in Industrial Education and got the promotion after. So then, you should be able to continue to innovate also. In everything you do, you should be able to innovate. Take initiative. I always do that, even if without the supervision of my superiors. If I see the problem needs to be resolved right then and there, I take initiative. And most importantly, I continue to research. I am really a researcher. I love to research. I love to explore a lot of areas.
Never stop learning,
Yes.
Doc, no? If other siguro, Doc, countries kuan sa imong story, highly paid. Sa imong experiences palang daan. Especially the initiative to do nga less supervision, di baka sa garaing ana man gyud ang ginapangita sa isa ka employer, no? So, continuous learning and skill development are vital to our career advancement. Now, can you discuss their role in your career journey and how you ensured you stayed relevant in your field?
Basically, I always sharpen my tools. If I am a teacher, if that really calls me to sharpen my tools as a teacher, then I do it. As a school head, I don't wait for others to teach me what to do. As a supervisor, when I have seen that my colleagues don't have the capacity to do this, I don't swim with them. I don't go with the flow. I always innovate. I always do the thing that is necessary, that calls for initiative. And I always package myself because I believe that packaging matters, no? Lami man tong candy nga, gwapo kay rapper.
You know,
And so I grab these opportunities to develop personally, professionally as well.
Teachers are always ready.
Yes.
Right? So building connections and networks is often emphasized in career development. What are the thoughts on networking and its role in career advancement? And do you have any tips for building professional connections?
Professional connections is very important. It is where you can establish and expand your networks. As a teacher, you also act like a businesswoman. You also act like a marketing strategist. And so your collaboration with others can only be achieved if you can establish connections, if you can establish networks. The resources we have in the Department of Education is very limited. And so tapping resources from stakeholders, from partners, which I really have done with my farthest school. I was assigned as school principal in one of the farthest school in Cagayan de Oro City. Yung pa nila 5 centavos na kulang para
Interlands.
There, warag little Baguio siya. And yet, we were able to bring classrooms. That was a multi-grade school, meaning one classroom is shared by 2 or 3 levels. But before I went out, I was able to establish regular classes already in all grade levels. Teachers used to be staying in a pig pen, sort of pig pen accommodation there. And before I leave, they were able to enjoy a cottage accommodation in that school. And so a lot of these resources were taken not only in the local context, but also international. We were able to establish connections internationally.
Amazing kay Doc na imuhang naakay murag nabilin dito sa hinterland nga school. If you don't mind, Doc, unsa to nga school?
Iba Elementary School.
Ah,
That is,
yes.
you been there?
I heard. Because murag nga na magyud teacher, no? Pag naka sa DepEd, ipadala kag hinterland, multi-grade, a lot of challenges. Grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, same classroom.
That is actually the top, I think the highest, the mountain there is the highest peak in Cagayan de Oro. That's Hinalaran. And so the school is just down the Hinalaran mountain.
So there are also challenges, Doc, na kanang dili mo sulod ang mga student.
Yes, of course. We have a lot of students who just go to the river, who love to climb up the trees and get some fruits there. However, we partnered really a lot of sponsors to do the feeding program. We started from their stomach. And we started also by providing them with amenities that not all hinterland schools can provide, such as sports facilities. That was used to be a cliff school, situated in a cliff area. Before I left, we were able to partner with some mining companies. We leveled off the ground. We spent 10 barrels of diesel just to level the ground. And now the students are enjoying sports activities. They already have their stage, which before they only award and do the graduation in the classroom. Now they already enjoy the stage, and they have a very big ground for sports activities.
The power of networking
Yes,
again.
indeed.
Very important. Okay, Doc. So mentorship plays a crucial role in career development. Did you actively seek out mentors or role models? And how did their support impact your advancement? And could you share the importance of mentorship and your experiences with mentorship relationships?
Wow. I am actually a product of both good and bad mentors. So funny. I always look forward to learning with, especially with, if I am a teacher, I look forward to a good rapport, a good relationship with the school head, and that I always become a good buddy. No, I am a favorite actually of school heads because I have advanced ICT skills given my background in TCM. And so back in 1999, none of our teachers have the computer, the personal computer, and I do have my own. I loaned really just to equip myself with that PC. So every time they have to instruct me to do the SIP, I don't hesitate to accept the job. I take new tasks, new responsibilities because I know that I will learn from them. And there were also circumstances that I faced with some sort of very, let's say, negative leadership, which we often do in the Department of Education.
Not to mention.
However, I don't judge them on their leadership skills. I try to reflect. I try to assess and reflect on my practice as a school head. Way back, I've met this someone who is very impulsive and who keeps on delegating all the tasks to teachers. And so I said it's part of growing up as a professional teacher. And so honestly, until now, despite the not so good and good relationships I had, I still connect with these people. In fact, I have good friends who have retired already. Until now, we meet and talk with each other, and having that short time, taking coffee and discuss some things that not necessarily within the Department of Education, within the education field, really helps me a lot. These people really have empowered me to grow professionally. I don't just take leadership skills per se. In fact, I learned more about their lives, how they cope up with challenges in life, how they handle relationships, and probably I am a product as well of very competitive mentors. Wow. That's why until now, despite the position I have, I still compete with my own self to grow professionally.
And we learn from them, Doc. A lot. Even the bad mentorships.
Yes.
We don't take it personally na lang, no? For the kuwan sa tong stable peace of mind.
Yeah.
Anyway, career transitions can be daunting. And how have you navigated career changes? And what advice do you have for your successful career shifts?
Every opportunity that I get promoted is actually a chance for me to be more humble. The more I go back to the people I have connected before, the more I empower myself to collaborate with these people, because I know that I cannot be in this position without these people helping me. There were opportunities that I was sent to a lot of trainings. There were opportunities that I am given task load of work which are not related to my position, current position, which I just adapted. Because I see to it that every transition I am flexible enough to adapt to the changes. I read a lot also. Reading helps me grow professionally. I register myself to scribe. I buy books more than the clothes I have. I invest on books. And I learn from my children because this generation have a lot to offer, which we don't actually had before. So my kids are actually my mentors also.
Yes.
They help me transition. They help me adjust. They see that I am coping. They offer a big hand. My family really supports me very well.
Amazing, Doc. And your journey from being a teacher to principal to district supervisor is very impressive.
Thank you.
What key qualities or skills do you think employers look for in candidates for higher level position?
Firstly, be open-minded. The position does not always guarantee a walk in the park. It does not guarantee you a bed of roses. The position is very challenging, especially if you are in the second level position, because you will meet a lot of detractors, you will meet a lot of antagonists, and worst of all is if you belong to a very passive organization, where if you try to impose change, they will feel that they will be threatened with the change.
Exactly.
So another is being innovative and taking initiative, and be decisive also in all your undertakings, because the position is there. However, you will not be trained to perform all these duties right away. You will be thrown in a field like gira derecho. No? The first challenging thing that I encountered was when there was a student who stabbed the teacher. I think you remember that in somewhere in the Westo district. A student stabbed her teacher and the teacher died. I was brought to that situation where I have to, should I say, manage and do psychosocial activities. I am not a psychologist. I am not equipped to do that. But just do the job. Ask for help. I called psychologists, friends who are psychologists, and helped me to frame or develop a training, a psychosocial training for the teachers. Never be afraid to ask for help. Never be afraid to ask for guidance, because the Department of Education is a very bureaucratic agency, and that we have a lot of resources which are untapped. So we need these people to collaborate with you, and that your relationship with them should be your relationship with them should be mutual. No? You don't just connect with them because you wanted to take advantage of these people, but because you wanted to achieve goals which are common among all of you. It is also very important for a budding leader to be very sensitive to the people around them. You should be keen enough to listen to these people around you. The position is not for you to be served. You are not there to be served. You are there because you are given the capacity to serve. And so, with that, even until now, if a teacher, even who is not assigned in my district and calls for my help, I always offer help. Even if this teacher was probably not a good teacher before, whom I had, probably we don't have a good relationship before, still I offer help, because I believe that I am in the position to help, and I am we are all public servants and that we have to serve the public.
Right. Now, leadership skills are essential and for career advancement. How do leadership skills contribute to career growth? And do you have any strategies for developing and honing leadership abilities?
One is you should continue to read. You should continue to research. When one is put into a leadership position, it is not easy to just learn from others around you. There are a lot of resources which we can get, which are written in books, which can help. Another is, as a leader, we have to establish good connection with other leaders. I have mentioned it a while ago that do not enclose yourself with limited people because that will also restrict you from other opportunities. You have to explore, you have to expand because education is a wide area. If my specialization now is home economics and livelihood education, I do not anymore love to study about it if I am in the field. I would like to explore for other fields. If in this position as a public schools district supervisor, I do not prepare myself alone in performing these duties. I perform higher than that. We need to level up. We need to detach ourselves from the current position so that you may be able to prepare yourself for the next level, which is really very important.
Okay, thank you so much, Doc. Personal branding and establishing a professional reputation are important aspects of career advancement. How significant were they in your career journey, and what steps did you take to cultivate a positive image?
I have that integrity, which even before has been attached to my name as innovative, as fearless.
Fearless.
Because in situations which really need for you to stand up, to fight for your principle, I do that. I am not intimidated by my superiors. I don't keep my mouth shut for injustice. I speak up. And probably that's one thing that led me to this position, because before I got these promotions as school head and PSDS position, I was already a president in our faculty club, and there were already a lot of situations which, makita ka sa inyong mga boss, makita ka sa mga tao because you are heading a big group. And that thing is, I have that integrity that I am not afraid to speak up. I stand by my principle. I can speak if there are injustices happening in the school. In fact, my co-teachers would push me to go to the principal's office to speak in behalf of them. And even now that I am a public schools district supervisor, probably I am tagged as kana siya kay istorya ginasya siya ipastorya, so like that. So I have built that reputation that I can speak up. Once I have the idea, as part of that idea, I share with everyone. I don't just keep these ideas to myself. I share it with everyone. And I love really to, I love to explore ideas. I love to learn new things. And I want my colleagues to learn as well. Nang masuko ko, di sila makabalo nga, kabalo ganing ko. It's unfair actually, but in this position, we have to learn a lot of things. Like some of my colleagues cannot even prepare PowerPoint presentation. No, that's so sad. My God, you are a supervisor. Anytime you will be called to talk, to present something, and yet you cannot do that. So I might be the antagonist in the group because I always challenge them to level up.
Antagonist in a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way, okay.
Yeah. Ako ang maldita sa grupo. Masukol ko, but of course with principles and with right views.
Because you know what you're doing, though.
Precisely.
Yes. You're a great leader.
Thank
not
you.
a bossy.
Yeah.
You're a leader. Okay. Now, as a district supervisor, you likely have a demanding workload. Can you share any insights on work-life balance and managing priorities while pursuing career advancement?
I do a lot of exercises because it's my way of unloading stress. That's why every time I step on the weighing scale and see myself gaining a lot of weights, no? I said, stressful gid kaya akong life because I gained a lot. Because we are fond of stress eating,
yes.
no? I always see to it also that my kids are with me. Even if I am going to attend trainings in other places, I bring my kids. If I still have a 9-year-old boy and asthmatic, and so I really have to attend to his needs. I don't have yaya to attend to his needs. And so every time the call of duty and the mother responsibilities conflict with each other, I really have to balance that. So our department also and the government system also has provided us with this policy that you can actually bring your kids, but just see to it that they are, you can manage them. And of course, I always see to it that I have fun in everything that I do. I do not just work there and tire myself. All of a sudden, I will just zumba sa ta, no? After like 4 o'clock, mag-zumba sa ta, and I will bring my laptop outside there in the lobby and call my colleagues to my co-PSDSs to dance. I'm also a good dancer.
Wow.
I was once a gintong amihan dance troupe in this.
You're in UST.
Yes. So I wanted to keep myself really fit because I know that I cannot perform my duties as PSDS if I am sickly. I have seen some of my friends who are already suffering and who are already taking this maintenance, which hopefully, dili lang sa unta, because I know that will really affect the job I have. And, you just have to have fun and gather these people who can also enjoy with you, though you have different mga likes and interests, but somehow, kung magsumba, ganahan man tanan.
Yes.
Kung fitness, I can only bring few para magdagan sa sports center, kana lang. And so, just enjoy. Balance is when I also can enjoy by just reading. And most importantly, I don't want to forget this, I take a nap every noontime. Mawala na ko sa office tanan, even how difficult, how, demanding my job that day, I always pull out myself and bring myself to my car and sleep. Bisag 15 minutes lang na, bisag 30 minutes lang na. Power nap yun siya. That's very important.
And for me, in my opinion, Doc,
Yes.
I bring my kids here at work, and for me, it's very healthy work life.
That's
No,
right.
we have fun. We take time to enjoy the kids as well and work.
They learn a lot also.
Yes, and also makita nato diha nga dili lang pud ay kita ang pwede mo love sa atong kids.
That's right.
No? Yes, exactly. So, within organizations, how can individuals create new opportunities for career growth within their current roles?
It is important to take new roles and responsibilities. I would like to cite a very good example when all of us were hit by the pandemic, and the Department of Education and even colleges and universities were actually left unprepared to manage the situation. The Department of Education, given the young learners, it would be very difficult for us, and given the limited resources, we don't have ICT, we don't have enough technology to be provided to the students. I volunteered to design the modular instruction. I know that it's not easy for me to do that. I have not done any module preparation, but because I've seen that there is only one possible way to pursue education, but with the use of modules. So I volunteered to design the system on the distribution. I actually taught my own children to make a video on how to prepare the modular distance learning. I went to some schools, I interviewed a lot of parents how they can get the modules. I tapped some local officials. I also invited some learners, with the consent of their parents, to join me in preparing the video. And that video was used in the campaign for modular distance learning. And it's very important for us to learn things which we don't often do, because we cannot anymore learn for things that we usually do. So grab this opportunity to learn even when you are at work.
Exactly. Grabe kito ka-challenging ng
Yes.
pandemic. And very innovative of you, Doc.
Thank you.
Anyway, now looking back on your career journey, are there any aspects you would have approached differently? Any lessons learned that you can share?
I did not regret of declining opportunities outside the country. Aside from the call for mother duties, although opportunities there are really very promising, very enticing. But for now, I just set it aside. I'm not saying no to these opportunities also because
Not
I
yet.
wanted to travel.
Not yet.
I have not traveled outside the country. I wanted to travel really. And there's no regret actually. No regrets after all the... siguro, one thing lang, I could have married later. Probably, I could have cut out.
Go, Doc.
Also, madang regrets. No regrets at all because even when I was in college, I already have designed all these things to happen in my life.
Very organized.
Yeah, I noted when I had my practice teaching, when I graduate, I should be able to enroll in the master's degree. I should be able to finish. I should be able to marry during this age. I already planned everything. But of course, I did not achieve all of these plans. But no regrets, except that I failed to travel outside the country. Opportunities like that. Probably, I will retire earlier and grab some other opportunities also. So, because when we can also get opportunities outside, we can become better persons, I believe. We can learn further, and in fact, I can go back to teaching position. And even until now, I am also teaching in the graduate program somewhere, and I love to continue teaching despite the position I have right now.
Mas advanced mo gud sila sa outside, Doc.
Yeah.
So, munang daghan yun learnings.
I really love to go back to teaching. My God, my heart really aches to teach.
And what you learn from the other country, you can bring it here.
Yeah. Especially the J1 visa, that's cultural exchange program.
Yes, yes. I think we have in Xavier, right?
Yeah.
Exchange student and also in Liceo.
Yeah, how I wish I can have these opportunities.
Okay, and lastly, Doc, what career wisdom would you like to share with our Trailblazers who are working on their own career advancement and climbing their own career ladder?
I would just like to capsulize that into 3. First is be flexible. Just adapt in any circumstance, positive, negative circumstances, just adapt. Secondly, be innovative. We are not a rich country. You will be landing a position where there is even no classroom. Be innovative, be resourceful. Another is continue to learn. Continue to learn. Teaching is a very challenging job. Leadership as well is very challenging. You will not grow professionally if you're not going to learn every day. And of course, it's very important for you to package yourself. You are a visual aid yourself. As a teacher, your lipstick matters.
Exactly, a lot. Your makeup,
I really hate teachers coming to school without lipstick and wearing sandals, you know. You are there for, I mean business. I really mean business. So teachers should be able to package themselves so that they will become visual aids themselves. No? And as a leader, be a servant. Be a servant. I think that is all.
Yeah, I learned a lot, Doc, from this conversation with us, the Trailblazer as well. Thank you so much, Dr. Jinky, for sharing your valuable insights and experiences with us. And your journey is truly inspiring.
Thank you.
And we appreciate your wisdom and advice for career advancement as well. And that includes today's episode of Alumni Talks. Before we wrap up, I want to remind all viewers about the incredible resources at the USTP Career Center. Whether you're a student, alumni, or professional seeking career guidance, the Career Center is here to assist you on your path to success. Make sure to follow us on Facebook at USTP Career Center and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more career advice, alumni stories, and upcoming episodes of Alumni Talks. You can also visit our website at www.ustp.edu.ph/career center to access a wealth of career resources, job listing, and networking opportunities. Thank you for joining us today, and join us next time as we continue to explore the remarkable journeys of our accomplished alumni. Until then, keep striving for career advancement and reaching your professional goals. Good night, Trailblazers!